Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your... That was weird. I was about to say, welcome to your private reading with me, Cindy. So maybe, I don't know, every once in a while I do that in the Zodiac. So I don't know, maybe for someone it's going to feel like a private reading. It's just like a general collective Cancer reading, but you'll never know. You never know, my dear. So, okay, what are we going to do here with these cards, Cancer? I tell you what we're going to do. We are going to ask, what have your spirit guides been trying to tell you? I feel like an old, European or Jewish grandmother or something. Listen, I have been trying to tell you. I don't know where that came from. Maybe that's somebody, like maybe I am, channeling somebody's ancestor there. Listen, honey. Okay. So yeah, what have your spirit guides been trying to tell you? What is the obvious message? What is the hidden message? And how are these messages trying to get to you? Like, what's the vehicle? What's the use? How's it coming through, eh? I don't know. Let's find out. I honestly, I do feel like I'm kind of channeling like somebody's like great aunt or grandma or mom or something. And honey, what have I been telling you? Oh, come on, you gotta love that. Oh yeah, so this is it's general. It's a general reading. Because it's general, it may or may not resonate. If it does, I'm glad we're able to connect. If it does not, hopefully the next time, Cancer. Okay. What has great Auntie Nona been trying to tell you? I think there can't be an Auntie Nona, can it? It's just a Nona. What have your spirit guides been trying to tell you? What's the obvious message? The hidden message? How are these messages being left for you? Oh. Okay. The obvious, you got 3 cards. Oh, you got 4. Okay. It starts with conflict. It works into meditation. And then a happiness letter. So, okay. There's conflict. Meditation, happiness letter. I don't know. Maybe if you've been wanting to reach out to someone, you should. I feel like that's really a strong message here. If there's been time between you and someone else, and in the past there was a conflict, you've taken a lot of time to process the conflict. You have been, I don't know, maybe practicing like mindfulness. It's happiness. It's time for a letter. That's what it looks like. It's time for a letter? Or maybe somebody here has been too difficult to communicate to because they've been in conflict and they have created, I don't know, it's like a mindfulness routine here, and this brings happiness. Happiness and letter. I don't know. It just feels really, kind of feels like nice after a difficulty though. The happiness letter. That's what your guides, great Nona. It's a happiness letter, honey. Okay. Basically what it says. I mean, it could play out in different ways. Is it you? Maybe there's someone you've had conflict with. This person is happy now. Yeah, I don't know. You might be hearing from someone. I feel like you could be hearing from someone. Unless you feel like you should be reaching out to someone. That's obvious. Obvious. That's obvious. Oh, maybe too. Maybe like you could have reached out to someone and you're like, oh, I don't know how that went. I don't know what they think of that. I don't know. It's happiness. It's like the happiness letter. Send one, give one, receive one. Okay. So what's the hidden message? That's the obvious message. What's the hidden message here? Oh, I'm not done yet with the obvious message. Okay, as well, as if this is someone that, so this is interesting. We're going to go in, the conflict card is an interesting card because it actually talks about 2 equal opponents but an unequal situation. So you know, you can take that in a couple of different ways. I feel like a lot of times people that we are very similar with, we can have a lot of conflict with. My mom and I are pretty similar, and I don't know, 10 days is a maximum we can do together. So before, I don't know. I think it's getting better. I don't know. But we're so similar, it's crazy. And so it could be something like that. You could both react similar ways to one another. There could be similar things that set you off, or have. I really do feel like, though, that, okay, if you have thought about reaching out to somebody here, this person is in a much better place than they ever were before. I mean, this is, and it's like you can see a whole process here, right? Going from conflict, finding my peace, and happy. Happy. Not a forced smile. Okay. And then the letter. Yeah. You know, that's a good situation to be sending a letter in. Or receiving a letter, maybe. You could be hearing from someone who's been traveling, too. But that's obvious. Okay, the hidden. The hidden, the not so obvious message that your spirit guides have been trying to tell you. I've been getting this weird feeling. That's not nothing to do with you. So. But I don't know. I've been getting this weird feeling that someone from Australia, I'm going to meet them, or someone I know. I don't know. It's weird. Anyways, it's too many synchronicities. It's odd. The hidden message is fire. The fire. The hidden message is fire. The elemental forces of fire. Well, that was interesting because that was the obvious message for Gemini. And, you know, we talked about this card because it can be your drive, your passion, your desire. It can talk about that. It could be something. The hidden message here could be some sort of drive, passion, or desire that might be connected to a letter or some type of communication. But it's also, fire is something that can it warms the home. My hot water is heated with you know, the little gas flame, dude. And I guess the furnaces too. It's all like this magic stuff and how it works. And you know, like we build fires for communal, to sit around the fire, to create warmth, to remove the dampness. Like it has like huge benefits for us. But when we don't look after it properly, or we don't manage it properly, or respect it, it can just like demolish everything. That's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. I just heard there's a fine line between love and hate. And again, it's like the drive, the passion, the desire. There's a fine line between love and hate. That's the hidden message. I love to hate you. I hate to love you. My South Node is Leo. So you know I probably spent like lifetimes acting and doing silly shit. Okay, the scythe. The scythe is how these messages come to you. Endings. What ends in brutal endings. Brutal, quick endings. Completion. Maybe when something is completed. Well, we're going to look that up. Oh, the dog. Sweet. Kubaka. Just looking at these. I don't know what this is. And I feel really ignorant to say that because the creator of this deck, I'm trying to remember where she's from. Is it the Ukraine? I can't remember. But there is something, right? Kind of something sort of Slavic or about, and I know it's a slightly different alphabet, but I'm going to say it my own way because yesterday Mark came in as the lighthouse, and I'm getting Kubaka the dog. No, you just got to bear with me. I just feel like we need to add a little bit of fun. These are really deep, especially the extendeds this week. They're really deep, so I got to add a little bit of fun to this. So Kubaka the dog, all right? That's a very loyal companion. Maybe some of you, maybe you had a golden retriever or a yellow lab or a dog coming through here. Sweet. Okay. Let's look at the scythe card. It could be too like something around harvest time. Could be like a Thanksgiving time. That's in different times depending on where you live. We all don't have it on the same day. There we go. We don't. I think most of the people tuning into me know that. Okay. How does this come to you? How do these messages come to you? Danger, crisis, speed, ending, death, hard work, harvest, expenses, pain, injuries, accident, attack, conflicts, and urgency. Well, shit me. Hey. Conflicts. Conflicts. The endings of conflicts. There could be something that is a conflict in your life. Okay? There's something that is a conflict in your life right now. When that conflict has ended, I think you're going to get like good news. That's obvious though, isn't it? I don't know. That's so funny. When there's a conflict that has ended in your life, you're going to be getting good news about this. And it might be something you've been waiting a time for. I know there's been a lot of like law stuff coming up, like courts and that in some of the readings. So like there's like you go to court because there's conflict. So, and it's kind of like sitting and just trying to not get too tied up on timelines or resolutions or outcomes, right? Like just trying to find your internal peace. I can't do anything at this point to change something, so I'm just going to sit in my peace. And it's nice, the happiness. I kind of feel like too, that maybe there's somebody who, you know what, I'm looking at this, and this is almost like reading a letter, like hearing from someone you really care about. Like it could be like if you have older children or a niece or, you know, a friend or so. And it's like this person maybe has been in some difficulties. They've gone through difficult situations. They've been spending a lot of time on their own. And maybe they do like a little travel or something. It's almost like they meet someone and they're happy. It's like I don't know whatever this correspondence is, but it's happy. It's a happy, happy correspondence. And the way like this image is behind her as she's reading it, it's almost like she's imagining this in the back of her head, in the back of her mind. Like, oh, like what I'm reading, you know, how it forms a picture in your mind. It's like this picture of, oh, it's so nice. I'm so glad to hear how happy they are. Now, okay, it could be you. You could be writing letters to people at some point. And they're going to be imagining you so happy. Isn't this lovely? Okay, the advice of this is start acting decisively. Cut off and forget all negativity. Let go of the past. That's how the message comes to you. Maybe this is somebody. I want to say that this could be someone here that was difficult to get along. You didn't agree on something. Well, somebody's taken a lot of time to think about shit. And it is, I feel like whatever you read, it creates like this vision of happiness in your mind's eye. Okay? Let's read about the dog Kubaka. Kubaka. So, you know, somebody out there is going to name their dog Kubaka now. Kubaka. Friendship, love, loyalty, devotion, assistance, support, reliability, trust, vigilance, selfless, service, protection, search, selflessness, dependency, waiting, pet, and military. Advice. Be friendly and honest. Value your friends, protect your interests and your territory. Well, I don't know. This is very devoted energy. I mean, I don't know if this is you, if this is someone from your past. It's nice. It's nice too, right? And I think about, it's understanding who your friends are. This dog reminds me of my neighbor across the street. They have his name is not Kubaka. But he's such a big goof. He's so sweet. He's big too. He's like not really fat. He's just a big, solid golden retriever. And he's literally my little dog, Lily. She's the size of his head. And she gets intimidated by him. But he is really like, he's so sweet. And Lily started to feel comfortable around him. Anyways, it's kind of like that, right? But then his owner, my neighbor, will tell me stories. There's certain dogs that he doesn't like. And she's got to like hold everything back because he was like across the street. But you wouldn't know it. But there is something here about, I will fight for those that I care about. I will fight for what I care about, is what this energy to me feels like. So I'm going to go into the tarot. It's kind of funny, right? Because your obvious message has so much detail, and the hidden message is like, it's fire. It's fire. The obvious message is conflict, manifestation, magician. Conflict, magician. Then we have, do you know out of all 4 cards you have situation? Oh, you have 3 out of 4 cards that are situation cards. Conflict, meditation, and happiness. So it almost feels like certain things that are connected to, it could be your mood, it could be your emotions and feelings connected to situations. So that, you know, like that's always sort of the goal, and I want to say the goal is to try to not be so affected by certain situations around you. It's not always easy. I mean, let's see. So the 10 of Wands with meditation. Oh, this person, looks like this person's tired of meditating. Happiness. Whoa, the Knight of Cups. Well, hello there. The letter. The 9 of Cups. This is nice. I don't know. I feel like y'all have been getting some kind of a letter. I think the obvious message here is that you're going to be getting a letter. And this letter could either be relieving you or ending some type of serious conflict that's been going on in your life. And it's just gonna bring like the best news for you. There could be like the opening up of something romantic for you as well. I'm not gonna lie, this feels like it could be like a romantic letter as well, especially with the couple by the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Like that's just such a romantic place. Well, at least, you know, stereotypical. You know, Northern Ontario could be a romantic place. People go there all the time to snuggle. But anyway, I am feeling like really playful and silly in your reading. I hope you don't mind it, but I don't care. So I'm having a good time. I feel like if you are not too happy, it's just like laugh right now. Just let yourself laugh. Just let yourself laugh. Enjoy the silliness. Life is so fucking serious. I mean, come on, look at the world. Look at the world. If you don't think God has a sense of humor, my friends, I don't know. Okay? I think somebody's tired of doing like, isolation on their own and self-contemplation. They're going out to find romance, and they might be sending a letter to you. It could be too that somebody has been wanting to build something with you. And again, I don't know what this conflict is that gets resolved, and maybe this letter resolves the conflict. Not really sure what it is that this person wants to build with you. They're not sure what you want to build with them. And it's almost like this person, I want to say, contemplates the weight of the situation. And, you know, the only way to lead in this is with my heart, with the Knight of Cups. The only way to lead with this was with my heart. And, hey, it's almost like saying you're my dream come true. You're my dream come true. That's nice. I mean, it's nice to get a letter like that. I never got one. That. Good for you. Good for you, Cancer. Okay. So what is the hidden message? I don't think I have. Just think back on that. I don't think so. No. All right. The hidden message. Five of Wands. I want to pull two here. It's almost like because there's like this card, there's almost like there's two sides to this, which is kind of the explanation of fire. Okay, what's on the other side? Ooh, the Six of Swords, moving past the conflict. Well, I think you and someone is going to move past the conflict here. Yep, going into a different place here. The hidden message. Well, so you could get a letter from someone. You're like, that's okay. I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go the other way. But thanks, no thanks. The Knight of Swords. The Three of Pentacles. Like, I want to build with you right now. And the Strength card. Just hang on a minute. I want to build with you right now. The Knight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. Now, okay, it's also interesting. It's also giving me the vibe here of somebody quickly committing to something and then being like, oh, now what do I do? Quickly committing to something is the hidden message. The hidden message. Impulsivity. Holding back in courage. It's almost kind of like the hidden message is I feel like it takes more courage to see exactly where, you know, the universe is trying to guide you than it does to quickly make a decision based on little facts. The Scythe. This is how the messages are coming to you. The end of conflict. So it's obvious. It's obvious there's an end of conflict here. But it's almost like you hold back. So I don't know, maybe you need time to think about it, or you're not sure this is where you're supposed to go. So kind of making me feel like I think you're going to get a letter here. That's obvious that there's the end of conflict here. But it's almost, I don't know, like maybe you're thinking, I'm not sure if this is my path or this is where I'm supposed to go. Or you're not sure if there, it could even be you're thinking, is there a hidden message in this letter? The Knight of Wands. I don't know. Is there a sexual conflict here? It's an odd question, but I'm going to clarify stuff in a minute. The Star, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Four Cups. So, how does this message come to you? It's kind of like, Okay, I'm wondering if there's somebody like reaching out to you because they're kind of down and out. I'm sitting here with my arms crossed, just like this guy. Because it's like to go from the Star to the Wheel of Fortune to the Four of Cups. I don't know. This is even possibly someone who was kind of like the center of attention, possibly. Everything has changed. Nobody's paying attention to me. And now, no. It's interesting. So, I don't know. There's a little bit of me that's wondering if this is somebody who's had a lot of attention and things have changed. And it's almost like, oh, hey, maybe I should shoot Cancer a message, you know. Because the hidden The hidden message that's coming towards you is, I don't know, it's like hold back and see where the universe is really taking you. The Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands coming out with Kubaka the dog there. Kubaka the dog. The Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. It's a new beginning. A sexy new beginning. This person has a golden retriever. I don't know. What's this Wheel of Fortune? It's almost, you know, I don't know. It's kind of giving me, I'm going to tell you, okay? It's kind of giving me this vibe, Cancer, of someone who, when, I don't know, maybe there could be, I want to say that you probably know this person who you're going to get the letter from, but it's almost kind of like this person was the star, So like the center of attention, kind of giving me like sort of like emperor type vibes. Like it could be someone who everyone looked up to, this, like that, like looking up to this person. And then that changes. And then they're kind of like, well, but while people were looking up at them, I don't know, maybe they weren't paying much attention to you. And then when people aren't looking up to them, oh, well, there was Cancer. I could contact Cancer. I could give them, yeah, let me see. I think they liked me. I don't know. I just want to clarify, you know? So what is this Wheel of Fortune? It's like a sudden change of events or something that, the Emperor came out. I said, isn't that funny? It's, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's the Emperor of Four Swords. The Star. You know, I don't know you need this shit. This is the Nine of Wands. Well, I don't know if they like being the center of attention. Okay. I don't know. It feels like it could be you. Because look at this. Who is this person? It's like looking up at them. Oh, don't they look? Everybody is paying attention to them. And you're just down here, like on the ground. And it is Emperor Four of Swords. I don't know. This could have been an arrogant person. I'm not going to lie. This could be the end of their arrogance. The Four of Cups. It's not you. The Four of Cups is like, oh, yeah. Maybe I could have had an opportunity with Cancer. Yeah, you want to know the card that came out to clarify that Four of Cups? You. Look, Cancer. Should I go this way or that way? Maybe I'll go. I'm gonna shoot Cancer a letter. I'm gonna reach out to that Cancerian friend, that person I looked down on. Who is this, Cancer? That's why you hold off and you Six of Swords. The deeper hidden message here is, I don't know. It's almost like don't necessarily make a quick reaction and take things at face value. Why do they have the Nine of Wands? Why is the Nine of Wands here without this message comes? The Five of Wands and the King of Cups. That honestly feels like someone who has a lot of choices. Everybody fighting over this person. It's yucky. I'm feeling yucky. It feels yucky. You know what I'm seeing? What deck is that? Oh, I think it's the Tea Leaf Oracle deck. And I'm sure it was your reading. I can remember doing it now. It's weird how that shit pops into my head. Like, a specific reading. I think I've got, how many videos on my channel now? It's probably also including, like, private ones and stuff that is on, things that are unlisted. I think it's pushing up. No, I'll pass it this time, thanks. I think it's pushing up at 3,000? I don't know. What is it at? 2.9? 2.9 thousand videos. That's a lot of fucking videos. That's a lot of content. I have not run out of things to talk about. So, that shows them every time on my report card. Cindy talks too much. Cindy's making a living talking too much now, isn't she? Okay, so Cancer, where I'm going with this, I did a reading for you guys. I remember specifically, it was the house prior to this one. I remember sitting in the dining room. I remember the seat I was sitting in. And it was a reading, too much focus on sexual matters. That's what that was. And I remember it was like, ooh, you be careful here. Somebody might have a little bit of a, don't go there. Do you remember that? If you watch that. That would be, I don't know, like maybe a year and a half ago. I've not been here a year yet. God. So, I don't know. I don't like this. It honestly looks like this person, this is somebody who had a lot of choices and they were in a position to get a lot of attention to get all these choices. And then it's almost like when that's, I don't know why they're not the center of attention anymore. But then it's kind of like, oh yeah, there was Cancer. Why can't it be like a nice happy ending? Like this looks really nice. Anyways. Welcome to my job. It's like, oh. Okay, the Scythe. The King of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Wands. Well, I don't know, right? Like, this is, okay. So I want to say maybe somebody thinks you're sexy. You're kind of attractive. I think I'm going to, yeah. You know what? Cancer would look nice on my arm. What's this? Yeah, change in circumstances here. I don't know. I don't know, but I just feel like anyone who's never really recognized your worth from the get-go. Okay. Let's go over here. I mean, it looks so nice. Conflict Magician. The Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Well, there's like movement all over this. It's crazy. Going from not, it's almost like someone who doesn't express or share anything to, oh, I have a good way of saying, I know what I'm going to say. I'm going to say it right away. I'm going to, right, the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Oh, I have an idea. I need to implement it right now. But then it's the Meditation and the Ten of Wands. Oh, the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ten of Swords. Oh. Well, that's a new beginning to get anywhere. That's a new beginning that you almost, it's almost like feeling betrayed. Maybe you feel betrayed by this person. So you're taking time. You're taking time to think about it, or this person has taken time to think about it. Oh, I feel like this person's like, yeah, you know what? I didn't treat Cancer so good. I didn't treat Cancer so good when I had the chance. How do I get past that? Like, that's a problem sitting in front of me. How do I get past that? Happiness, Knight of Cups. I don't know. It just kind of feels like, based on the way these cards are coming out, it kind of feels like to me, someone who's thinking, oh, what are all the really nice things that I could say to make them happy? Happiness, Knight of Cups. Where did that go? Oh my God. The Five of Cups. It's not so happy. Letter, Nine of Cups. Three of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Jeez. Right? It's almost like this energy of this person. Yeah, I missed the opportunity here. I'm sorry. And I guess you're probably thinking, yeah, I'm sorry too. I don't know. the hidden message here. Five of Wands. Judgment. Oh, and the Seven of Wands. Well, I think you're going to be, that's okay. I don't need to talk to you. I really feel like that's kind of this energy is like, I'm sorry. I'm not going to talk to you. There's like protecting yourself, not trusting and protecting yourself. Fire. The Eight of Wands. Oof. Where was it? One of these cards talked about a new beginning, because that's what this feels like. This feels like you're going in a different direction here. I'm going to be honest. So, okay, this could be somebody. It could be somebody that you're going to hear from, or it could be somebody you've already heard from. And maybe this is clarifying something for you. Like this person has reached out and you're thinking to yourself, well, you know what? You had the opportunity to be nice to me in the past. And, you can't just say nice things and expect everything to be okay. So, I don't know, you're making a judgment call. You're not trusting this person. And you're going in a different direction. That is what I see here. The Six of Swords. The Queen of Swords, Justice, and the Two of Pentacles. Well, okay. I feel like you're going to look at things from a very analytical standpoint. You're going to measure things very carefully. I don't think you're going to let your heart get involved in this. So if this person reaches out to you or has reached out to you, and I would call it like in a romantic way or sharing their feelings in some way, I feel like you're going to be like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. And you're going to look at things like almost emotionally removed. The Knight of Swords. The Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles. Oh, the Devil and the Page of Pentacles. That just feels like childish behavior. The Strength card. The Lovers and the Three of Wands. Yeah. I feel like you're going to get some sort, I would describe this too as maybe someone like you could have a crush on, or you could have had a crush on, or you might have looked up to. And yeah, I feel like this person had a lot of choices. Well, their choices are all done. I don't know. Their choices are all done. And now they're like, yeah, reaching out to you. Reaching out to you if they've reached out to you. And I'm wondering too, if this is even like a change of employment. A quick decision to change employment here. Or that could be this person. I don't know, right? Like if that's the hidden. And there's childish behavior here. You're going to look at things very clearly, and you're going to, I think you're going to hold back, and you're going to start pulling in what is your real divine choice here. With the Lovers and the Three of Wands. You're going to have the courage to choose. Well, that fell down. The Three of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Page of Cups. I want to kind of say it is. It's almost like you're sitting back and you're thinking, I don't know if I want to get together with that person. This is reminding me a little bit someone else's reading. I can't remember if it was this week or last week. And it was the energy of apology is not really enough. Apologizing is not really enough. third time today. Why are you giving me that look? He was like so apprehensive. Yeah, oh, you're wet. That's why. You're wet. I made like a little box. I had leftover pine and I nailed it together. It's not too bad. I made like a little, he can lay under it and not get wet. So why are you wet? Why are you wet? We're going to go do Cancer's Extended, Larry. Are you cold and wet? We have to go do Cancer's Extended. I know. You want more kisses? We're going to see Cancer. Those of you that want to follow me over there. We're going to ask, how is your ego interfering with receiving these messages? It's interesting. Especially if this is someone that maybe you would be attracted to or that you would like. And then how is your higher self helping you to accept these messages that your spirit guides have been trying to tell you? You know. I can't tell if your breath smells like fish or worms. What are you doing out there? Huh? What you been doing? And that's what I have for you, Cancer. Thank you so much, my portals of love. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.